On.
It's on.
What's going on?
June 20th.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow's the summer solstice.
Yeah.
Father's Day.
Father's Day. Somebody's birthday.
Yeah. I've heard that.
Do you identify as Gemini or Cancer?
Depends on the mood and the day.
Or a Jimka. You know?
Yeah, it depends on the mood and the day, I guess.
Yeah. So this is June 20th. We are into the World Cup season in the Americas. We're going to do a quick episode for you guys where today we're going to talk a few quick things. We're going to call this episode The Cups Runneth with Bourdain and Burrows. So we're going to talk Gemini season wrap-up. We're going to talk about James Burrows, who passed away yesterday, legendary television producer and writer, director.
He's the one that was responsible for
everything.
Cheers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to talk about him, Jimmy Burrows, Stanley Cup, World Cup going on, and then we're going to talk about Bourdain Day and some of the things we're putting together for this Thursday in collaboration with Jameson Black Barrel and the Huntridge Tavern. So we're going to make this a quick one. Episode 43, The Cups Runneth with Bourdain and Burrows, coming right back.
Welcome to the spot where the good times flow. Chris and Darren behind the bar, putting on a show in Vegas where the sun shines bright and the stories unfold. Grab a pint, pull up a chair, let the good times roll. Sip, socialize, shine, that's the motto we live by. From the strip to downtown, beneath the desert sky. Walls tell tales, bars tell lies, but here we speak the truth. For the Vegas day drinkers, finding joy in our youth.
What's going on, Chris?
Hey, Darren, you took a little road trip.
Yeah.
California coast.
Yeah, I got a little crazy. I went Anaheim all the way up to San Francisco.
Yeah, you hit the Buena Vista for Irish coffee.
Buena Vista for one of their $16 Irish coffees.
Was it delightful?
It was no better than McMullen's, I'll tell you that much. McMullen's is a better value, and you get more.
Yeah, I get it.
But you know, how many times you go all the way up to the Buena Vista, so it was cool.
Do you have any other points of reflection as you had a bevy in your hand?
I had a lot. I had a lot of fun. I went to a bunch of tiki bars. I went
Are
to
you
a bunch
forced out now? A lot.
A lot. I went to Bourdain,
Okay.
as we talked about the other day.
Was it a whaling good time?
It was a whale of a tale, let me tell you.
Okay.
Jake, if you're listening, you're a hell of a guy. Bartender there, he was pretty fun. He was about to turn quarter century.
Okay. Youngin'.
Yeah.
All right. Did you use your sage Jedi knowledge and impart on them some takeaways?
No.
Okay.
No. I stopped at Apple Park. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the access?
Nope.
You and Ted?
I was denied.
Denied.
The guy liked me though. He's like, you're really cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks, man.
Yeah. Down $2 get you a nice cup of coffee.
A $40 t-shirt.
Okay.
$39.99.
All right.
You know, it's Apple, whatever.
Yeah. So if you're going to be in the leak-free, be an Apple. Which is probably a bad joke in Pragma.
You know what? I think I read a study online and said that if you carry an Android or an iPhone, it's a sign that you want to, you have status.
Oh, really?
Like basically, if somebody sees you have an Android, they're like, oh, he's cheap.
Gotcha.
Or she.
Sure.
And then,
But that's what most of the world utilizes, right? Android.
yeah, but it's just a status symbol. It's just, it's just one of those things. It's like we're carrying a Chanel bag or something like that.
Of course. Yeah.
Louis Vuitton or whatever.
Hermes, whatever they say.
Yes, and I know I get a lot of hate for this, but yeah.
Gotcha. So you went on a road trip, and I checked out a couple spots around town, but as we record this on the 20th of June. Gemini season, we're on the cusp of wrapping it up. It started in late May and went through the 20th, some arguably the 21st, as we alluded to in intro. So for all those Gemini friends and colleagues, Mr. Rafferty's was today. Happy birthday, Rafferty. Survey let off in early June. We had our friends Rhonda, Carl, Brendan Lee, remember him?
Yeah.
My friend Frank at the Waffle House, who has approximately 1,000 covers right now, is recording this for the Journey game going on.
It goes on in September. There's so many birthdays in June. Is it just like it starts getting cold, so everybody starts hunkering down?
Yeah.
Maybe is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what you think?
in the enrollment of another autumn pass.
End of summer, maybe everybody starts looking up.
Right, yeah. Summer 11 happened last. Summer 11 happened so fast.
I guess.
And then Will Grass, who just had another whiskey club last night at McMullen's, he had his earlier in the week, just back from Whiskey Live in Dublin. I reached out to him and said hello recently. So for all those that have passed and all those going forward, happy birthday to the guy to my right, Darren tomorrow. But
Longest day of the year.
yeah, so long,
Summer solstice.
long like your wit.
Chris, like, what the hell's going on? I went from like cool here, like it was hot, but now now it's like scorching.
I figured that we had a pretty nice spring, so we were going to get it good when it got.
What do you got?
Yeah.
Get it got?
Get it got good. So, I woke up this morning as I do, and I saw that legendary TV producer, director, writer, Jimmy Burrows passed yesterday at 85, as they said from the press release peacefully. You and I have passively talked about him before, but for 5 decades of television programming, he's probably been in everyone's lives that have lived in this country and many other countries. So,
Cheers. He's the one that, go through the list.
Starting in the 70s, his breakout was with the Mary Tyler Moore Show, Bob Newhart with Rennie Shirley, the Betty White Show, Lou Grant, the Tony Randall Show, and capping off the late 70s with Taxi, where he won his first 2 Emmys. I'm just going to read this through and you can report back. 80s, obviously, his major launch you've had was Cheers, which helped define his legacy with the Charles Brothers. Went on with Dear John, Night Court, The Hogan Family. Into the 90s with Frasier's Friends, producing 15 of the first episodes, including the pilot, Will and Grace, Third Rock, News Radio, Diamond Grave. In the early 2000s, here we go again. The Big Bang Theory, 2.5 Men, Mike and Molly, 2 Broke Girls, The Will and Grace Revival, and the Frasier reboot.
Dang, that's a lot.
I mean, that is our lives.
Was that News Radio like Joe Rogan's Texas Swan song? Didn't he?
Yeah.
Make an appearance of that?
Yeah.
Was he in that show?
He did. That was kind of his launching point when he had hair.
Yeah, that's funny. What I was going to mention, obviously Taxi, great show. Started his whole thing, but Cheers, he made that, and then the show bombed in its first season. And the only reason it took off was because he vouched for it. He's like, we got something here. Just let it go. Yeah. They wanted to get rid of it, but it was all him. He put his money where his mouth was and was like, hey.
It's kind of famously in the 80s. That was he wasn't part of Seinfeld, but that was the thing back in the NBC executive days, not exclusively like calling out Brandon Tartikoff, but he was one of those guys that he was in the genre of making all these successful shows, but he did have blowback with the creators, right? Because Seinfeld's talked about that, and Jim Burrows probably talked about that. Mm-hmm. Question. So he was mainly responsible for all television in his career. He did one major motion picture release. You know what it was?
Oh, I have no idea. Wait.
This is a good quiz for the kids watching.
A major motion picture release.
Yeah, he only made one major film in his career. Everything else was pretty much television. So the big screen to the small screen.
Yeah, it had to have been something with one of them. Was that 3 Men and a Baby?
It was not. It was a film in the early 80s called Partners.
Oh, no.
With Ryan O'Neal and John Hurt. No, I cheated because I looked that up. I didn't know that. But it was about a heterosexual cop, detective who partnered with a homosexual police clerk that they had to go in and pretend they were a couple to catch a murderer that was killing people within the gay community.
Was he gay?
Burrows?
Yeah.
No, he was married.
Oh, okay.
With 4 daughters, I believe, and multiple grandchildren. So,
I know he was a champion. Like Will and Grace became like the show for LGBTQ.
Yes, exactly. So that kind of became the beacon of hope, the North Star, if you will, of the LGBT community.
I remember it was a big fight to have that show be more. Did they want it to be more gay or?
To your point, in a moment ago, Bo, about the Cheers, when he went back for the executives of Fox, same thing with Will and Grace in the 90s, is like one of the executives said if he believed it had too many gay jokes, and he rebutted with him. I guess it's kind of a pun, right? Rebuttal.
I just think the whole thing's funny, how like it is Pride Month, so it's so funny that people that are fighting against gay rights, don't want to be told what to do.
Yeah.
Yet they want to tell everybody what to do.
Right.
Isn't that funny? But it's still like it's 2026. So.
Most people don't care anymore. Just people want to be happy, be in love. Get up and eat their Wheaties or their avocado toast or whatever we're doing these days.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but hey, whatever,
Yeah.
we're not here to judge.
But 85 years young, they haven't really released if he was like a disease or anything. They said peacefully, so that was a legend in the Hollywood lore. It is Pride Month also, since we're kind of like circling around with the LGBT and some of the shows that he put on the map. I always go to not to NSFWs, but fun joke.
What's that?
It's the old Dean Martin joke. I said it actually yesterday at the bar. People enjoyed it.
How
How do you make a fruit cordial?
How's that?
Be nice to them.
All
right.
My friend Daniel always used to say, "How do you make a straight guy gay?"
How?
This 12-pack of beer. I don't know. I just always thought it was funny.
That's a bonus ad here on episode 43.
Terrible jokes by Darren and Chris.
Yes, you're welcome. So last week too, when you were on the road, Stanley Cup finished up. It did not work out for us, the Vegas Golden Knight fans. Carolina took it in 6.
That's all right.
I think most Vegas fans, be it here in Las Vegas or across the land, are happy with the result. I mean, the craziness of the end of the season with Cassidy being released and the hiring of Tortorella, and then subsequently releasing Tortorella this last week, and then getting a new head coach earlier in the week.
Again?
Ryan Craig.
Jesus.
So who was the head coach of the AHL teams of Henderson Silver Knights has been promoted up to the NHL. So He has been in the organization since the inception of the Knights. He acted as an assistant coach for the first few years and kind of has meandered around in his roles, but moved over there, I believe, in 2023.
Somebody they can fire in 6 months.
Well, I think he's, Kelly McCrimmon, who's the general manager, and he was on the microphone this week for the end of the season notes to all the sports media. This has been kind of the talk is, that these, the cycle of NHL coaches, if everyone knows their faces, if not by name, but by face, that the Knights might actually try and go away from that and kind of mirror what the NFL is doing with hiring younger coaches that quote unquote can be more relatable to players. I think Torts was in his late 60s or early 70s. And Ryan Craig is 44.
It's all about charisma.
Sure.
Really.
Sure.
I mean, Pete Carroll, the oldest coach in the NFL, won a Super Bowl. So,
yeah. I
mean, it's just all about charisma. I met the guy once, and he could charm the fans off anybody.
Sure.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy cool.
No, I get it. What you looking at?
No.
Is this recording?
Yeah.
Okay. So technology. Like I said, we're going to keep this one short. So that was the Stanley Cup. We look forward to the next season. We'll be here before we know it because we're recording this at the end of June. And the next thing you know, it's going to be September. And then we're singing Earth, Wind, and Fire songs. And then it's October. And then we'll have NBA and NHL all over again. Of which, we forgot to talk about that also. The Knicks pretty much swept the San Antonio Spurs to take the first NBA championship in 53 years.
That's pretty crazy.
The city of the Burrows went insane.
Now, that's pretty crazy. That's almost my whole entire, basically I'm 53 now, so my whole entire life.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
No, like I said previously, I think it's good for the NBA. It's good for New York. And it's a storied franchise. I was saying this to somebody yesterday. I mean, all those celebrities go to every city of where they're from. I'm from Kansas City, so we see the Kansas City celebrities at Royals games, Chiefs games, whatever. If you sit sideline or they pan to, celebrity or star during the game, I don't have any problem with, but to include them on the parade route and put them on the bus, and which New York was doing.
Did you see that one of the players got told to go back? He was trespassing.
I did see that.
It was funny because it was a white guy, and the cops were chasing him around. It's isn't this the other way around usually?
No, I promise I'm on the team.
Yeah, really, I'm sure.
But I don't need to see Timothy Chalamet wearing a pair of Oakley snow glasses because of the champagne spray that might hurt his pupils. Mr. Wonka.
Whatever. Did you hear the news that your Kansas City guy and Taylor Swift are getting married at MSG?
Money grab.
What's that?
Money grab.
What do you mean money grab?
They're not going to marry.
You think so?
You think they're going to take their special day and celebrate with 20,000 of their friends?
Why not?
$500.
It's how they live.
That's how they live.
They live in the spotlight.
I am sure there is a huge promotional deal. One of the tabloid magazines, pseudo people, pseudo star, whatever.
I'm sure they'll do a little private thing and have it be completely private, but
of course, yeah,
like a little thing. But,
right.
But yeah, why not? Why not do it for the fans? Why not have just like the Knicks played, those courtside seats were like, what, $250,000?
Yeah.
And if you're Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, why not do one for the fans? Do one for everybody.
Okay, let's do it for free.
Well, who knows if they're going to charge? Who knows?
Oh, come on, that's
She's got so much money. She can buy the whole thing.
If they came back and did a lottery system for tickets and allowed their fans in for free, their true fans, then okay. But if it's they're going to put it up on Ticketmaster with tickets starting at $250.
It's their right, though.
I mean, yeah, it's the right.
It's capitalism. It's America.
Don't get me started. Don't get you started.
I don't care. I'm all for getting as rich as you want, as long as there's not disparity.
Yeah. So let's talk World Cup. World Cup started last week. We are one of the host countries, Mexico and Canada. Our neighbors to the north and south are also host countries. All three of the respective host countries.
Did you like that shirt I sent you? We can't mention it, obviously, but that shirt was ridiculous. If you just take the letters Canada, USA, Mexico, and put it on a shirt, what does it spell?
Excitement.
Well, for some of us, for sure. The lucky ones there.
Yeah. Yeah, just phonetically spell that out, folks. But all three coast countries and the respective teams kind of came onto the world scene. The USA winning big in LA against Uruguay last Friday night. Mexico coming out strong. Canada having a 6-0 result. So them all coming on the stage. US has already won their group. So there's a lot of fervor after that victory yesterday.
That was great.
Our friend Brendan was up in Seattle watching the match. Your hometown.
Yeah.
And so him and Rebecca Lowe on their podcast after the whistle, he had never been to Seattle and was quite taken with your land of home.
Well, they did the right thing up there with soccer or football anyway. Those Sounders were an ASL team, American Soccer League, back in the 80s.
Okay.
And so when they brought the MLS in, and they said, hey, let's name them the Sounders. All those kids that grew up watching the Sounders were now parents and adults. So you have that automatic nostalgia. So what are they going to do? They're going to take their kids to see these soccer games.
Yeah.
And it was an incredible move. The Sounders sold more tickets than the Seahawks.
Really?
Yeah, every year. Okay. And it's a big deal. They do like a parade downtown, just like they do for the Knights.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could say the Knights copied Seattle.
Possibly.
But I mean, Seattle, South Pole copied Europe. So.
Seattle, one of the host cities in the United States. You want to do a round robin quiz and name some of the others?
Well, I know your hometown.
Yeah, so your hometown, my hometown.
Yep, San Francisco. LA.
There we go.
San Diego one?
No.
Mexico.
Just United States. I can't.
Oh, just
yeah.
Is Miami one?
Miami is one.
And that's it, isn't it?
Houston. Dallas.
Oh, and Dallas.
New York.
Oh, wow.
And I believe Philadelphia.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All over the United States.
Yeah, I mean, of the three countries, the United States have the most host venues, but Canada and Mexico do have representation also.
I wish I could afford to go. Talk about capitalism and money grabs.
Right.
And corruption, too.
True.
FIFA.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
FIFA. I'm sure there's a few acronyms for the countries of Canada, United States, and Mexico.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Some of these tickets are so crazy.
Or as the joke goes, let's come together, FIFA.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your heads.
Round robin.
Are you enjoying some of the stuff, the virality of the Europeans discovering America and its vastness and its enormity, all the things that they've kind of parodied in the past? But the super Walmarts, the Buc-ee's with the 80,000 tanks of gasoline, the Waffle Houses.
Waffle House.
What else?
You know what's funny? I'm glad you brought it up, Chris. You and I, had the opportunity to work at Irish pub for a long time, so it's kind of old hat to us. We've seen it going on for years.
Yeah.
But it's fun to see. The fun part for me is to see my fellow Americans embracing all these people that we've worked with for years.
Sure.
And experience. How many Premier League games did we cover? Or championships?
And then
or World Cups for that matter.
And Scotland come out in their first match and winning theirs. In the first match, I think their second result was. I think they lost by one. But the country of Scotland is completely taking over Boston, and they're calling it, the Tartan
Army. And some of those social media videos are amazing. They're so fun.
Yeah, from watching games at Fenway to just taking over parks to drinking beers. Where
you know what my favorite one was? Did you see the Aussies in Seattle doing their chants?
No.
I will not talk about it on this show, but I'll show you after the show, just because it could be offensive to some.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but it's fun to see that in this world of strife of what the hell's going on, that people from all cultures are coming over here and I believe gleefully enjoy it in the country.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're trying to put our best foot forward, even though we're a country that is diverse.
Very diverse. Well, we've got the world. We are the world. As the song said.
Make it a better place. You want to come right back and talk about our event this week and wrap this one up?
That word keeps coming up.
What's that?
That word. Yeah, let's take a little break and then we'll be right back.
All right.
Let's do this. Round 3.
Episode 43, The Cups Runneth with Bourdain and Burrows. We're back for segment 3 to wrap this one up. This week, first time, June 25th at the Hunter's Tavern in collaboration and produced by us, the Vegas Day Drinkers, in collaboration with Jameson Black Barrel and Hunter's Tavern. We are hosting the man, the myth, and the honorary Anthony Bourdain for his birthday, Bourdain Day at the Hunter's. You excited?
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah. That's your thing. Look what I made for Chris. I made these 3D printed. Yeah. These are the logo on the chef's coat.
Yeah, this is the logo.
I wonder who designed the logo for him.
That's a good question. I'm going to look that up.
It's a hand-drawn. It was just a hand-drawn thing, but these coasters are pretty neat.
But it's not just a bunch of people day drinking that are hanging out. It is from 4 to 10 p.m. So we're going to have a few special things going on. We're going to have a live DJ from 7 to 10 that are going to play music in the style of this playlist that you can find out there, but in real time. Right now, between this Facebook stuff and the Eventbrite page, we have about close to 40 people that have RSVP'd. So
nice.
That's pretty good. You can get your free ticket at bourdaindays.vegas. It takes you to an Eventbrite page. Bourdain is spelled Bourdain, and it's bourdainday.vegas. Like not .com, .vegas.
It's just going to be a mellow, cool, hanging out, remembering the guy, talking about the guy, telling stories of, old Vegas and, our stories, whatever,
Well, it's going to be cool in that aspect too, but we have to actually raise the bar a little bit, pun intended. So with our relationship with Raul and the Mare, we're going to have some specialty Black Barrel cocktails. I reached out to Maria. We've been communicating. This is not the exact template, but Derek can talk more about challenge ones.
Yes.
But we're doing a special limited edition challenge one, which will be the first for the Vegas Day Drinkers. So it's going to be with donation, and I'm not establishing what the donation should be. But
whatever you want.
Yeah, let's say minimum 10. Minimum 10 would be nice. But that will go as a donation to the Culinary Institute of America and his fund for helping future chefs and people that work in the restaurant.
What is your favorite Bourdain moment, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I think he's out in LA and he's walking the streets or whatever, and he's going to a bar or a restaurant and he looks across the street and he goes, I always remark upon, maybe it was Jollibee, and he looks across the street and he knows that he's been spotted.
Mm-hmm.
And then he knew as his fame rose and his acknowledgement in society that of what his presence meant. And then he looks over off camera and he goes, ooh, it looks suspiciously like hipsters. So he's been spotted. So everyone that he not necessarily liked, but he was, people just enjoyed him.
Do you think the hipster movement kind of dovetailed over him? Or do you think that he didn't create it? Because I remember it kind of came up over in the Seattle area, after the grunge era. You had the Fremont area up there, and that kind of evolved into that thing. And do you think Bourdain was involved in that? Perhaps?
I don't think he was involved per se. I think it just
kind of is grunge.
Yeah, it just kind of coalesced together, and it just kind of both rose at the same time.
I'd like to see if there's it'd be kind of cool to see if there's like a book. Well, the movie Singles kind of representing that.
In his first visit to the Vegas in the early 2000s on No Reservations on the Travel Network, he went to these places. He went to the Double Down Saloon, he's been to Bouchon, Beauty Bar, no longer there, Peppermill Lounge, still there, Mesa Grove, no longer there, Mermaid Lounge, the Silverton for a quick moment.
Yeah.
And then he finished up the episode at the International Accordion Convention at the Gold Coast. Yeah, but that no longer exists. That only had about a 20-year run.
Yeah.
And then in Parts Unknown in the early aughts, 2013, 14, he went to Hunter's Tavern, which the event was being held. D. Suba, Bootlegger, Pendulette met him at Raku in Chinatown, Oscars downtown, Eat in downtown Lunneth, Siam, and then E by Jose Andres at Lego.
Isn't Eat gone now too? Or is it still there?
I think Eat's still there. Yeah.
I've been to almost all those places. Didn't Beauty Bar got shut down for like violations, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Mesa Grill was Bobby Flay's place.
That's correct.
Man, that place. I remember I went. I sat in a little 2-seater, 2-top,
Okay.
and I was so close to the table next to me that if I got up, I had to rub my butt against their table.
Yeah.
It was just so packed in there. But their kitchen
That place for the
was
time,
beautiful.
that place for the time was really phenomenal. You know,
Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of people that do miss that one.
It was a good spot, but for the price and the closeness of the tables, I was like not impressed. Their kitchen though, I will say, one of the most beautiful kitchens I've ever seen. They had, like, it was amazing. I didn't get to go back there, but it was an open kitchen. So
let me correct myself from a moment ago. It will be there'll be donations made on behalf of Jameson Black Barrel and Hundreds for the Anthony Bourdain Global Cuisine and Cultural Agency Scholarship at CIA, which is in New York. So I'm asking with the challenge coin, which he's going to speak to in a moment. This is a previous one that we've carried for Jameson Bartender's Ball. We're having one. I'll put it up on the webpage, or Facebook page, excuse me. We have one unique and specific to that day. That is something DB has been working on. Can you tell a little history of a challenge coin? Just tell, not this one specifically, but just more in general.
About this challenge coin or the one we were going to be doing?
No, just how like challenge coins came about.
You got me there.
I thought you knew that.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I looked that up. That was.
I thought we were going to be talking about our future with challenge coins.
Of course we are. So challenge coins as a whole started from a quick research point. A wealthy lieutenant in World War II got together for some of his squadron, and he gave them to them.
Gotcha.
As kind of a buyback. And then when we went in and invaded Germany or France or Europe or whatever, and then people behind the lines, American soldiers, whatever, that they were going to be executed as a saboteur, if you will. And then some locals found these that had these particular images on. So in the future, when servicemen and women went to a bar and they popped them out, that was a way of saying to buy it, if you will, a challenge.
So that's kind of our future, is that we are going to start issuing challenge, not necessarily challenge coins, but you know, in today's world, we talk about social media and people not meeting each other and so like that. What we really want to do is here in Vegas, for Vegas day traders, is have these kind of things where, you know, you can walk up and somebody has it out, say you're gambling in a machine or whatnot, you know, it'll be a point of, you know, a meeting, you know, like, hey, you're one of us. So that's the future.
Yeah, that's the future. And in communication, if you do come to the event, or if you don't, and you know us, reach out to Darren or I, you know, just individually, and we'll arrange with it. If you make the donation, we will make sure that you get the challenge coin sent to you.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. So with that, so Darren's talked to the point about people meeting and talking and everything. Mare, who is the general manager of the Hundreds, has done this for the next year from Bourdain Day 1 to the next Bourdain Day. When you have said challenge coin, anytime you come into the Hundreds, it's 50% off your Jameson Black Barrel first walk round.
First one?
Yeah, first one.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's a little something like a little extra incentive. I don't know what Jameson Black Barrel is for down there right now. In most other places around the valley, it goes for at least $11 or $12. So if you knock that off for half, I mean, they're pretty aggressive with their pricing. Their pricing is fair. And to your point about stories, so our old friend that used to come to the pub, Darren, watched him at my airport bar yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
And he was trying to get to Texas because his father passed.
Oh, no.
He ended up missing his flight. He flew out this morning, but he spent a fair amount of time talking about whiskey and enjoying whiskey with people that he would have not otherwise talked to. So coming to your point about one of the bigger goals of Vegas day drinkers is, you know, bringing people back into those, you know, third places, not necessarily the pubs, but you know, the bowling alleys, the church halls or whatever, where, you know, people could talk amongst themselves. And it was funny because he was talking about all things. Is it tinnitus? Is that the ear thing when they're ringing?
Yeah.
And then ends up like this corner of people that have never talked to each other, are all talking about various aspects of tinnitus and how they deal with it, to the point where they're even drawing waves because there was sound guys in there.
It's just neat. Like, so if you have this thing, to have a point, you know, like you can have something in common and you can all talk about it. Like, I know I talk about it but when I worked at Star Trek, you could have any number of people, all different backgrounds, but you all had this one thing in common.
Right.
So you all had something to talk about. And that's really what kind of why we're doing this, is like to bring that social aspect back.
Right. I mean, because Bourdain and his travel journeys brought people from different cultures into people's homes in America,
Yeah.
of which places where we never would have thought about going. And you asked me one of my more memorable moments, about the hipster douches. But then you also have points of like where I would have never thought about going to Montevideo, why,
Yeah.
and take care of yourself, Alex, if you're listening. I saw you post earlier today, Alex Raffo. But yeah, I mean, that's the bigger collective why we're doing this. This isn't just a cash play. We're not asking for any money this week. We just want people to come down. I mean, there will be some discounted cocktails and then enjoy the bon vivant of the moment.
Yeah.
Last thing, because I got to start out with stuff to get to work. I reached out to Mr. Bourdain's personal assistant. Her name's Lori Everett. This is her book that I've read many times. She, in an event with donation, also, we're going to have some drawing tickets. So if you make the donation, you'll get a drawing ticket to put your name in the hat, per se, that she will do a customized signed book copy that will be sent to your home. So we'll have that drawing. And then in both episodes of Parts Unknown and No Reservations, Tony's foil was Michael Ruman, who's an accomplished author himself in the food and beverage world. He's currently traveling in Europe, but he's communicated with me. This is one of his books, Ratio, which is one of his more popular ones, but he has a handful of books. So you communicate with Darren or I which one of his books, and then he said he will also personalize autograph one of his books on behalf of the day what he did.
We didn't talk about it. The movie coming out soon too. Tony's, right? Tony's?
Yeah, which is a young Tony, A Day in the Life.
It's authorized too, right? It's an
is.
actual authorized story coming out.
Yeah, his foundation is.
It just popped into my feed one day, and I was like, "Oh, cool!" And like I sent it to Chris right away, and I didn't even think you had seen it yet.
I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. It just showed up.
I'm not familiar with the actor that much, but let's try it.
Hey, I'm in. Hey, before we go, one of our videos or one of our TikToks or what do they call it? The clips?
Yeah.
Well, kind of a little bit. It had some views last week, but we were talking about the horse racing game.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I just think they moved it recently to the original one, the Sigma one.
Yeah.
To, what was it, Plaza or?
It was at the D, and they moved it over to, what's his other one? It's right there across from Plaza. The name's escaping me.
California?
Golden Gate.
Golden Gate, okay. Okay, but so I just wanted to tell a real quick story, just kind of to talk about that. So me and my brother years ago, this is like my brother's 21st birthday, so it would have been 1995. We were staying at Excalibur, and they had that at Excalibur at the time.
Okay.
And, we were staying at MGM. It was Excalibur at the time. And we got playing that all night long. And it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, drunk. We left. We decided to go to the cafe. I got ham, steak, and eggs at like 5 in the morning. But my brother and I were heading to the bathroom on our way back up to the room. And we're both at the urinal. I look over, and guess who fucking walks into the bathroom? I know I've told you the story before, but
Right.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Rodney fucking Dangerfield. He literally like looks up at us, and he grabs his shirt. He's like, "Hey, fellas, how you doing?" And just like couldn't have been more of an experience. Me and my brother like drunk at 5 in the morning in Vegas. There's Rodney Dangerfield in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was amazing. Years later, a friend of ours, Al, he works at MGM. He asked me, I told him that story, and he's like, "Did he wear pants? Was he wearing pants all the time?" Because I guess he did that all the time. But anyway, I wanted to tell that story.
Yeah. I mean, he grabbed his shirt already. I feel like if I knew that the bike's going to come off, but we're just down here in the Vegas Stadium, just looking for some respect.
So that horse racing machine has been creating memories for at least 30 years now.
Yeah, and as we started this episode, we talked about all the Gemini birthdays wrapping up again. Happy birthday, Darren, tomorrow. And again, when we didn't say his name this time, but we said it in the last episode, Steve K is through all his surgeries, I believe, from communications, start healing and keep punching. This is the Vegas Day Drinkers, Sip Socialize Shine. Don't forget, sign up, bourdainday.vegas. It's this Thursday, June 25th. No excuses. It's free entry. Just come celebrate. If anything else, the sweltering heat, and have a nice, cool Jameson Black Barrel cocktail.
We'll see you at Downfridge.
Sip Socialize Shine. Thank you.
Signs?